And good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mark Eibner. I'm here from the Build It, Keep It Metro Brokers platform, and this is an ongoing series of successful brokers here within the Metro Brokers office. And today we have Holly Avery.
Hello.
How are you, Holly?
I'm doing really well today, thank you.
Great. So why don't you just tell us real quickly what you did prior to coming into real estate?
My husband is a dentist, and we've been in the dental industry for 20 years,
Uh-huh.
20 plus years. So I was lucky enough to escape it, and he's still there.
Awesome. Now you've been here. We just went over your first 90-day review yesterday.
This is true, yes.
So transaction-wise, you've got a closing, you've got some under contract, and you've got more going under contract. Is that right?
That is correct.
And you've had experiences all over up and down the Front Range?
Oh, I have been to West Cliff,
Uh-huh.
which is really far from my house. I've been out to Callahan, I've been up to Greeley, I've been to Evergreen, I've been to Bailey. And just recently, I started doing something a little more local in the Southeast Aurora area.
In Aurora and Littleton even?
Littleton, all over. Yeah, the Denver Front Range. I've seen some interesting things as far as experiences and llamas showing up on properties when you didn't know llamas were going to be there. It's been a lot of fun.
So maybe you could just go over with us real quick the fact we use Follow Up Boss and how you like Follow Up Boss, and that you have been using a CRM with over, 1,200 people in it from day one. Is that correct?
It is correct. And I will tell you at the beginning, it was kind of overwhelming. But Follow Up Boss makes it really easy because I can track everything in it. I have a calendar in there. I can set my appointments. I can put people in reminders so that every day I know who I'm supposed to be talking to, what I'm supposed to be doing. So it took kind of this really massive database, which was amazing, but it made it a lot more manageable for me.
Right. And so from really the first day in your business, you had basically your 100 people in that database,
Yeah.
and marketing's been going out to your 100 people from day one.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It's been going out since the very beginning, and it's kind of fun because I get the response back. I've had people call me to tell me they received my magazines, they received my mailers, and it's really exciting to know that it's all just kind of going on behind the scenes.
In the background.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I love it.
Very good. That's kind of our concierge service that also works hand in hand with Follow Up Boss. So we've got your American Lifestyle magazine, your boomerang cards, your items of value, and also videos and electronic newsletter, plus your calls and things like that you do to keep up with your people.
It's
So
been great.
the other thing I wanted to go over, just your lead sources. I know we get leads from numerous different sources, and I take it you've gotten plenty of leads, keeping you busy.
Oh, I've gotten plenty of leads. As a matter of fact, everybody I'm currently working with is somebody that has come from one of the lead sources provided to me.
Mm-hmm. Have you had any? Do you think you've got anybody? I know it's only been 90 days that from your own existing database that you could be working with.
No, not yet. But I almost feel that I might be getting some referrals more from the people I have been working with that came from the lead than coming from my own database right now. But again, that's going to be just me following up and getting through and making my calls and getting in touch with everybody, see where everybody's at.
Also, I guess you're on your last class, so from really the last 90 days, you've went through the whole Brian Buffini program.
Yes.
So every Tuesday, 9 to 11.
That's correct.
And how does that work? How do you think that fits in with what we're doing here?
Oh, I think it fits in really well. It gave me a way to take like all of the leads I had and then make them more manageable and kind of go through and figure out, who is this person and, how are they going to relate to my business? How am I going to relate to them? So I can take everything and kind of use what I've learned. And the Buffini method works really well for me because I think I do a lot of talking. I'm a very personable person, and I develop relationships with my clients really quickly. And it falls upon that, and it's just building relationships and catching up and following up and popping by afterwards to see how everybody's doing and dropping off a little something to make sure that everything's going all right, or we're ready for the season, or something fun for the holidays we're planning to come up. So it really works well with my personality.
Uh-huh.
And it definitely made it so I felt that all of these things coming to me at once I could manage, and it gave me a way to do it. Like I like rules. I like to be able to follow directions, and I'm very good at that. And so when I have that in front of me and I have this plan, I can go through my days a lot. It's a lot less stressful, especially
Right.
coming into something new after changing industries after so many years. It's really nice.
So why don't you tell everyone the very fact that you have kind of a whole transaction management team plus myself and Allison as a mentor working with you, that's been, keeps you on track. I think
More than that.
Yeah, that we can take care of the transactions, manage the transactions, write the transactions, help you through them, right? But yet let you still work with your clients.
Well, first of all, I would be nothing without my transaction team and you and Allison, because every time I have any questions, I'm resourceful. I will try to find the information, but when it comes down to getting our offers out or contracts out, making sure everything's online, I would, I don't know what I would do without you guys. I mean, you direct me to the right places to find the information, and then while everything's going on behind the scenes and my contracts are being written, put together for me with, input from myself, obviously, and my buyers, I can sit down and go through with the transaction team, and they'll show me, here's, when I first started up, here's where you find everything. This is where you access it to. Here's your calendar. This is what we're doing. Here's what you're responsible for. Here's what we're going to help you with. And knowing that I have all that behind me, but I get to still just focus on really what I like doing the most, which is like talking with people, taking people out, showing people houses, finding somebody their new home. That's what I like. And so I get to be a part of the other part of it, and I'm learning about it, and I'm gaining so much more knowledge on it. But I really get to focus on what I think is the fun part.
Right. So just so people aren't, I think, disillusioned out there, despite having concierge service, despite having transaction managers, mentors, everything working with you all together, it's still a lot of work, isn't it?
Oh, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work because there's so much to do, and you have so many people you're helping, and you've got kind of your task work and the things you need to do to follow up and to keep yourself on track. But then you have new people coming out, and houses are coming on the market every day, and it's a crazy market right now. I mean, we're putting in offers. We're up against maybe 20 plus other offers at the same time, so it can be really a lot. It takes a lot of time to plan it, to plan out your schedules, to go plan out to see 7 houses in one day, to make them all work on your time frame, and to get your showings in and with your drive time. And it's a lot more hours. I will tell you, I think I'm working more hours than I've ever worked, but I think I'm enjoying what I'm doing a lot more than any other job I've ever had.
Right. Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm having a great time.
So you talked with other agencies prior to coming to this. I mean, what was the big discerning factor that you made the choice to be here, and are you happy? I mean, obviously, the things we described that were going to happen did happen, right?
Oh, absolutely. I did. I talked to 4 other brokerages, and when it came back down to it, the things that I was looking for the most were something that would have lead sources coming in. That seemed essential to me. Like, oh, we need a dental practice. Like, you can't have a dental practice without patients. And so I kind of realized you cannot, especially starting out, start getting into real estate if you don't have anybody to sell to or to
right.
or to buy from. It was very overwhelming to me because I thought, how in the world, I'm not from this industry, I don't know this, how I'm going to do this. So leads was essential to me, and then training. And I actually caught one of your videos on YouTube, and I just saw the training and the training behind it. And when I got here, it wasn't like this, oh, this is what's going to happen. It was like, you're starting now, here's where we're at, this is what you need to do. Before I even had my license, you were great because I could call you. I wasn't even working with you for you, and I was asking you questions about my test, and here's what's coming up, and do you know the answer to this? And so even without me being a part of your team, you were helping me, and that was kind of what just solidified it for me. I wanted a place that had a physical space. I like being able to do work at home, but I didn't want to be working from home. I wanted to go somewhere where I have an office, where I could see other people, where I could interact with people, ask people other questions. Again,
right.
Really social. So if I were to, I can't work at home. It just doesn't work, especially with my son homeschooling, 2 days a week right now. It just wouldn't work out for us. So it's perfect for me, and I love the environment. I love the people I work with, everybody that I've seen come in and out. And half the time, I'm not even sure if they're people that work with us or not, because everybody comes into the office is so friendly. And then I find out that sometimes they're just from maybe another title company or somebody dropping something off. And I mean, everybody walks through the doors is just happy to be here, honestly.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate your input. Like I said, first-year people, we think they should be on track. If they follow everything we do, they should be doing their 12 to 18 deals a year. That's the numbers we kind of project. And if they're using the leads that come in and doing a follow-up, using the CRM, and following up on your own sphere of influence, that's what really has to kick in. It takes 6 to 8 months, and then your people can kind of come in, and referrals from your past people, the people that you worked with. It all kicks in, and that's how it accelerates.
Well, that's what I want, and that's what we're learning. That's what we learned with Buffini, right? That we have all these sources come in, but ideally, my future business shows me with most of my business coming from previous clients, their referrals, their friends, my family, my friends. Like, that's where I want my business to just nurture from over the years. And I know that with all my leads coming in right now, that's where I build them from.
Great. Well, we're really excited to have you with us.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time. And everyone out there, that just concludes another episode of Build It, Keep It. If you've got any questions, you can call myself directly at 720-217-5853, or you can contact me at mark@realtyoasis.com. Thanks, and everyone have a great day.
Thank you.